What's up, CHFFL? Welcome to the Week 6 preview. Sorry about no video last week. I've been very out of it lately. And just a reminder, the London game is going on right now. I have not really checked the score since doing my previews about a half an hour ago, so some of my stuff could be obviously behind by the time this gets uploaded. The games could be over. Week 5 is over. That's the first round of conference play. We're headed into interleague play. So, in addition to wrapping up week 5, I'm going to take a peek at the standings and maybe have a comment or two about that. So, my predictions were 3 and 3. Submitting those predictions over the chat instead of a video takes me to 22 and 8 on the season. I'm on a bit of a skid. Parker with the team of the week got his $10 in Venmo. I think I already sent that. And Mark won the game of the week. Mark continues to be really the team to talk about in the league, despite the fact that I'm 5-0, and he's going to keep getting game of the week appearances as long as he's the most interesting. Talking about waivers, Wes outbid me for Gardner Minshew II, the king of memes. $14 to back up Patrick Mahomes. Minshew, of course, went off to college and told his dad, "You're the man of the house now." Definitely worth having on the bench just for the fun alone. And then I went ahead and still spent $13 on 2 tight ends, trying to patch that up as Delaney Walker is disappointed me since week 1. Herndon, of course, on his first practice back before playing after he was suspended for the first few games of the season, got hurt and is already out. So good job, me. Looking at the standings, after one round of interleague play, Mark has really taken control of the Toontown Conference. Swan right behind him with Roy at 3 and 2, and things just get messy when you add in the fact that Wes is 1 and 4 after losing to Mark last week. I can't believe that. I believe that he lost to Mark. See, that's the thing with Wes's whole season is that I'm not shocked he's lost any of the games. I'm just shocked that it's happened 4 times. So you have a team that I think is definitely top 3. I think Mark easy, Swan pretty easy, and then probably Wes. But I just don't know how he can climb back. I mean, obviously, taking care of business in interleague play is going to be important. But Roy and Stan are really good too, and Max is trying. It's just going to be tough for Wes to have a path to the playoffs. Over in the high C's, I somehow wound up 5-0. I am easily the worst 5-0 team the CHFFL has ever had, and obviously that'll get better once Barkley comes back. But my team has been a dumpster fire the past couple of weeks. Already kind of looking up, but there you go. Brad at 3 and 2, I think is the best team in the conference. And Parker's made some big improvements by making some of his regular trades that always impressed at his ability to wheel and deal. Grant's still on the edge there. Could break in. That's going to be really interesting to watch. Marty also has done a really good job managing his team this year. I actually really am a fan of the Ezekiel Elliott trade, but I feel like he kind of is on the outside looking in right now. And then on Minnie, the dog's breaking my heart, man. Breaking my heart. All right, getting on to the matchups. First, we're going to go with the Megalodons versus this is Patrick. At 2 and 3 teams that I think both are kind of on the outside at this point in the season, looking forward. Marty having a slow start in London. Who do you have? Peyton Barber hadn't had much of anything, and I think maybe he had a kicker, a defense doing badly. Looking at these two teams, Austin Hooper is expected to get a ton of points because apparently the Cardinals are the voodoo can't handle tight end team, and that seems to be the one difference maker here. I'm still going with Max because I don't believe the tight end matchup is that big of a deal, and the slow start for Marty's 2 teams. Otherwise, close game. Actually, most of the games this week are close. The conferences are, I forgot to look at the points, but you'd think they'd be tilted. But this week, it looks like it could easily be split between Toontown and the high C's. Moving on to Hillwood Football Heads versus Captain Phillips. This one is not. This one is very one-sided. Swan might not even start a tight end. I don't think he has one rostered. He already has, with 2 players, either going or having gone like over half of what Minnie is projected to get. So I'm taking Swan whether or not he decides to start a tight end. See, Blackbeard Trading Company versus Shaggy got Scooby-Doo. This is a good one. Parker against Stan at 2. Good teams that are looking to kind of secure some better standing. The Panthers defense had 19 points when I last looked, so if Tampa Bay scored, that obviously hurts Stan a good bit. Tyreek Hill returning, who Parker picked up in a trade, while Devontae Adams is still out for him. Marlon Mack is on bye week for Stan, but Matt Breida's a good fill-in. I went back and forth on this pick a lot, and I just went with Parker as kind of a gut call. And next, Windfall Island Nittany Lions versus Alvin in the championships. I've been looking forward to this game so much, and it's just so weird. I'm 5-0, Wes is 1-4, but I'm definitely the underdog. There are a few things that could give me a chance. First of all, New England 30 points. The defense, New England, and the defense is the best player on my team. Todd Gurley's out, and I have Malcolm Brown, his considered to be obvious handcuff. So that's another good running back I can start. Tyrell Williams is on a bye. I think Wes has Jarvis Landry in there. I'm still picking Wes. Maybe I'm trying to jinx it, but it should be a fun game to watch too. We could both put up a lot of points, but Wes's team is just so good, and I keep picking him, and he keeps losing. All right, next, Buzzed Lightyear versus the butt-touching Booty Bandits. These are 2 playoff cusp teams. Roy may be a little bit more on the inside right now, with Grant a little bit on the outside. A lot of season left to play. I'm always looking forward. Evans and Godwin, obviously, both in Tampa Bay. Last I checked, Evans was having a better game than Godwin over in London. Brady put up 23 Thursday, and Roy has decided to bench Juju until Steelers either figure some stuff out or... well, I don't know. I'm taking Grant. This is another close one, like Stan Parker. Maybe I gave the edge because Evans was up on Godwin. I'm not sure, but it's another good one. The way everything lined up this week was really good. And I'm sorry that I keep giving Mark Game of the Weeks, but this is it would have been a crime for me not to pick this one. Salty Sea Dogs versus Lola Gives Me a Chub. I think these are the best teams in each conference right now, possibly the top 2 teams in the league. Swan is also in that discussion. Brad, I also like this because it's Mark Jones against Brad's whole team of Jones. He's got Julio Jones, he's got Aaron Jones, he's got Ronald Jones. I'm leaving Ronald Jones on the bench, but I still thought that was funny. Sony finally produced on Thursday, 16 points, and not even relying on touchdowns. And then just the dynamics of this are going to be fun to watch. Cleveland plays at 1. Mark, of course, has Chubb and OBJ. But then both very significant players going Monday night with Kenny Golladay for Mark and Aaron Jones for Brad. It could come down to the wire here. I'm taking Mark because I think he has more guys that could go off. And when you have a high-scoring game like that, the person who's able to get into the upper tier, like 150, 160 points instead of 130, is the one who's going to win. Great matchup. Good luck to everybody this week. Yeah, and Georgia broke my heart, but Penn State kind of put it back together last night. We'll see you next week. Good luck.